Every day feels different. But strangely, it ends the same. A different morning, a different conversation, a different problem, a different distraction. And yet, something about your life feels copied, like you've already lived today before. Not literally, structurally. You wake up, reach for your phone, scroll, move through familiar spaces, think familiar thoughts, repeat familiar reactions, and by the end of the day, you feel tired, not from progress, just repetition. Same room, same screen, same patterns, same person. Again, weeks pass, months. Then suddenly, an entire year is gone, and nothing significant has changed. Not because you were lazy, not because you lacked ambition, but because you were occupied, busy enough to move, distracted enough not to notice. And that is the design. The most effective trap doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like normal life. Routine, responsibility, adulthood. But look carefully. What exactly are you repeating? Not events, patterns, stimulus, reaction, relief, repeat, work that feels urgent, distractions that feel justified, fatigue that feels earned. Then reset again and again until repetition stops feeling like behavior and starts feeling like identity. That's where it becomes dangerous, because at some point you stop asking, why do I do this? And start saying, this is just who I am. No, that is what has been practiced into you. There is a difference, a massive one. Your reactions feel personal, but most are predictable. Irritation, avoidance, distraction, triggered, replayed, refined through repetition. You don't rise to the occasion. You return to the pattern. You think your life is shaped by big decisions. It isn't. It's shaped by small ones, repeated without awareness. What you check first, what you avoid, what you delay, what you escape into. Tiny actions, quietly stacking, building a life you never consciously designed. And if nothing interrupts your patterns, then your future is already decided, not by fate, by repetition. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the same structure, just with different details. That belief is doing more work in your life than you think, because it makes you accept limits that were never explicitly set. You don't hit walls, you avoid them before you ever reach them. Because time passed. But time passing is not transformation. Movement is not progress. Activity is not change. And deep down, you already know that. That feeling you get sometimes, late at night, when everything is quiet and the question slips through, what am I actually doing? That moment matters, but most people don't stay there. They reach for noise, because silence reveals too much. Your phone shows you familiar ideas. Your job rewards consistency. Your environment reflects your choices. Nothing new enters unless you invite it. So over time, you stop inviting it, distracted, but not aware, because awareness breaks the loop, and the system depends on the loop. Start paying attention, not just to what you do, but how automatically you do it. Your schedule, your reactions, your preferences, even your personality. How much of it was chosen? What if your life isn't being lived, but executed? Like a script, assembled over time by environment, comfort, fear, expectation, and repetition. And because it feels natural, you stop questioning it. That's the brilliance of autopilot. You don't feel controlled, you feel normal. Autopilot is efficient. It reduces friction, simplifies decisions, keeps things predictable. But it removes something quietly: presence. You stop experiencing your life. You start processing it. Moments blur, days compress, years disappear. Not dramatically, quietly. You may not be stuck because life is hard. You may be stuck because repetition is comfortable, familiar, predictable, even when it's draining you. People don't just live in patterns, they defend them, because the known feels safer than the unknown. The system doesn't need to trap you physically. It only needs one thing: your consistency. As long as you keep repeating the same thoughts, the same reactions, the same distractions, you remain predictable. Easy to guide, easy to keep asleep. And the strangest part, you'll call it life. Maybe that's what's been bothering you. Not that life is hard, not that you need motivation, but that beneath all the movement, you can feel it. You are repeating. And the most dangerous loop is the one that feels normal. Remember, the system doesn't need to fully control you. It just needs this: for you to never stop repeating,